Hello, and welcome back to the channel. This is Chefing with Sean, and I'm Sean. Today we're in our Black Book series again. We're doing a recipe that is best described by its title, Hopfish. Today we're taking a baby 2-pound bonito and we're gently oil poaching it in sunflower oil that has been perfumed with amazing strawberry hops. We're then taking that and putting it on a bed of Leek infused couscous with elements of Lacto fermented parsnip and crispy, salty pork lardons. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. Today's recipe, you will need 2 cups of pearl couscous, 3 leeks, 1 whole Granny Smith apple, 1 large finger of Tahitian flame ginger, 2 tablespoons of salt-packed ginger flowers, 3 tablespoons of a 70-30 chicken fat corn oil emulsification, 1 whole lacto fermented parsnip, half of a lacto fermented turnip, 4 to 5 ounces of sliced salt pork, 5 fire roasted and peeled whole green chilies, a quarter small white onion, a quarter small red onion, 1 tightly packed cup whole flower Belma hops, 1 cup of Arugala, and a baby 2-pound whole bonito trimmed and scaled. In a food processor, add all 3 washed and roughly cut leeks, the apple cored and cut into large chunks, also the finger of now peeled ginger, similarly cut into large pieces, plus 2,000 milliliters or 20 ounces of water, added 5 ounces at a time, and 4 big pinches of kosher salt. This is an inefficient, hard workaround for juicing these 3 ingredients. If you have a juicer, just use that instead. Lastly, after blending to the most liquid consistency possible, strain out the remaining plant matter. In a hot medium-sized saucepan, add all of the juice and both cups of pearl couscous. Bring it to a boil, stirring intermittently. Remove and strain once it is fully cooked, not al dente. Even though couscous is a pasta, not a grain, it usually only has 1 level of doneness. This is because of its highly developed gluten structure. At this point, strain out the liquid and toss it in a little bit of chicken fat to keep it from forming a solid mass in your fridge later. Bonito is a fish from the Scumbridae family, the same family that both mackerel and tuna come from, and unsurprisingly shares a lot of characteristics with them. A few examples: its bone and skin structure, large quantities of intermuscular tissue fat, strong flavor, and an oily quality, which all make it a perfect choice for this recipe. To add our hops to a hotel pan filled with 1/2 gallon of sunflower oil at 230 degrees. Mix it with a spoon and let it sit for around 5 minutes so the natural oils can release from the hops. Then gently place our fish fillets skin side down, making sure to maintain a temperature no higher than 240 degrees so that our fish poaches and doesn't fry. At exactly 10 minutes, remove the fish from the oil and set it aside for later use. Belma, the variety of hops we are using today, has an alpha acid rating between 8.5 and 11 and is famous for its strong strawberry and light citrus notes. Grown only in America, it is a relatively new strain discovered by accident in Oregon on Peterborough Farm. For our couscous pickup, we are going to start by adding the salt pork to a hot sauté pan, frying it into little lardons, and then adding our now diced onions, parsnip, and turnip. Sauté until this mixture becomes caramelized, crispy, or browns. Just as a little side note, this recipe makes 2 portions. However, we are only picking up 1 for demonstration purposes. Notice how I'm only using half of everything? At which point we will add our whole salt-packed ginger flowers and diced fire-roasted green chilies. Sauté until most of the liquid from the green chilies is cooked off. Then cut the heat. Add the couscous, lastly tossing in our arugula. In a ripping hot second skillet, add 2 ounces of oil from our fish poach. Swirl around the pan so there are no dry spots. Then add our fish, skin side down. Our one and only goal here is to achieve crispy skin. This should take about 45 seconds. We are going to plate in a large, clean, white bowl. First our couscous in the center, then our fish with its beautiful, crispy skin over the top. Notice, I have left a few artfully arranged hop flowers over the top as a tasteful garnish. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's content, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and follow us on Instagram. We would love to hear any comments about your favorite variety of hops or epic couscous dish. And as always, have a baller week.